Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 5.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
First down and goal to go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles nothing.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Tyson steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nice move at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 12. Sanders toss left side. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Tyson. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
47-yard line.
You make a play like that, baby.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st and 10, Tyson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Tyson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Tyson. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll run on first down. Jones.
Number 30.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 6.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw on 2nd down. Tyson throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Thirteen yards remaining on 2nd down.
Off-play action. Tyson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 63 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter now is Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Tyson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable for Rager. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back now at Lambeau. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Tyson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tyson, left side here to Sanders. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Get that quarterback deep.
From the gun, Tyson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Operating from the gun, Tyson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 23 yards the pickup there. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Tyson. He completes this to Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Tyson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.